going on YouTube? It's me, only TheMegaCacturne here, guys, today, bringing you what looks to be some showdown, but it's not actually just random battles. We're here to actually talk about something which I haven't done, quote-unquote, news here since, like, the week Sun and Moon dropped, because there's not really been a lot to talk about, but we do finally have something to talk about here today, and, okay, just want to make sure I was recording, and that is Marshadow. So if you guys are hyped for a talk about Marshadow, make sure to hit that like button down below. All that fun stuff that you guys already know. Subscribe if you're new here. Da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, let's get on to the topic at hand, which is Marshadow. What is Marshadow? Why has it all of a sudden been announced? Because it can. If for those of you who do not know what it is, Marshadow is actually it was originally found in the data mines of Sun and Moon, and it's like, trying to think of something I could compare it to like, be similar. I'm trying to think, like, what could I compare it to? Like, think of it as your, maybe your Deontay, your Meloetta, nothing like base 100 across the board or anything like that, but it's just a very interesting mod in that. But the interesting thing was, just like X and Y, how Deontay wasn't revealed right off the bat, we didn't have the reveal of Marshadow right off the bat, which was questionable, but at the same time, it's Pokemon doing their Pokemon thing. Now, with the latest trailer for the Pokemon I Choose You movie, which I believe is coming out later this year, but if you don't know what that is, it's basically a 20th anniversary celebration of, it's like the 20th anniversary movie where they just go back to the OG Kanto days, but they change up the storyline, aka make profit. But, it's just kind of interesting, I guess you could call it, would be the best word for it. I'm sorry, I keep losing my words. It's just kind of like a very interesting way to reveal it. It was just in the latest trailer for that, and they just had Marshadow sneak up out of the ground. And in the movie, it's going to be really interesting. They're going to have it play a sort of guidance role, I believe is what they said, like where it's going to guide Ash and show him what to do and all that fun stuff. Which I figured was really interesting, because whenever we first saw Marshadow, if you don't know what Marshadow looks like, actually, forget this random battle for 4 seconds. We can go back to random battle backgrounds in a second. But we can actually go and pull up a image of Marshadow, because Showdown, I believe, does carry it. Marshadow, here it is. It's this little guy right here. And literally, if you read the decks, I believe it's like a foot tall. It's literally just a little guy. But he is surrounded in so much mystery, because first off, he's our first ever fighting ghost type, which is something that's actually it's a really unique typing. He gets the ability Technician, no hidden abilities been data mined or anything like that. But he also gets a few things about him that make him very interesting for whenever he does come to the game. The first being his signature move, Spectral Thief, which you can read right here. It's a ghost type move, base 90 power, 100 accuracy, steals target's boost before dealing damage. Now this isn't like Psych Up, where you just take the boost and you both have like +1. He literally, if you were to set it to +3, you could send in a Sash Marshadow. He'll take your +3, like if you Dragon Danced up, he'll take that from you and then do damage. Or he can take Cosmic Powers from you and then do damage. Like, I want you to know, as soon as he's like available for use, I'm running a Sigilyph doubles team with him, and he's gonna be busted. But he's just, and then he's also, of course, got his own thing in the form of the Marshadow. Here it is, the Marshadium Z, which, if the holder is Marshadow with Spectral Thief, it can use Soul Stealing 7-star Strike. Now, obviously, this is pretty menacing for just something that looks to be a little guy. So what is his deal? Well, I know you guys can't see the stats because unfortunately I can't scroll down at Showdown Y. But he's got base 125 attack, base 125 speed, 80 defense, 90 special attack and special defense, and HP. So he's a pretty good Pokemon. He's a pretty serious powerhouse. But the question still remains of why is he not only surrounded in mystery, but why is he so threatening, yet the movie's going to play him to be such a sweet little, as they said, he's going to be like just a guide. And I don't know about you, but something with stats like that and power like that to steal things and do all that, I don't think it's going to just be a guide. I feel like there's going to be some greater purpose played. Now, when Marshadow does come out to the competitive field, I believe it is a very strong candidate to be banned at Ubers. It's stats with just enough natural bulk to make it bulky without any investments, and he's also got what pretty much the way I look at him, he's got the dream stats of a Flygon, like a Mega Flygon maybe. I don't know, but he's got like amazing stats. Actually, I'm pretty sure he has exactly. Hold on. So you have 50, 50. Okay, no. So it's not exactly, but he basically has really nice stats, a really nice typing, a wide move pool, and just his impact on the competitive field. I feel like he will be too busted to keep an OU. And this will be the first time we've had one of these, like one of our because he's not really a pixie, just like, Meloetta was considered one, and so was Deontay, but I don't consider him a pixie. And I say him, but him, her, whatever the fuck gender you want to call it, it doesn't matter, okay? Just calm down. But, and I'm on the Pokemon Center, I just said, okay, you know what? I'm tired, guys, leave me alone. But, count how many times I say but in this video, not counting that one. But so it's literally got a great move pool. Like I can't, unfortunately. I mean, you could probably see like the edges of it down here, but he has like close combat, dream punch, all the elemental punches, poison jab to hit those fairy types, shadow sneak, which is nice, willow wisp, thunder punch, sucker punch, substitute. He just but at the same time, with him being such a powerhouse, how are they going to really just work? I don't know. Marshadow is definitely an interesting little thing. That was what I was speaking on earlier, because I cut myself off. But, like I was saying, this is the first time I believe something like that would be considered a Pixie or Pixie-ish. I know it doesn't have the base 100 across the board, but Pixie-ish Pokemon. The last time one of those went to Ubers was, I believe, when they did Shaman Skyform, which was just kind of a Pixie by association, even though it didn't have the base 100 across the board, of course. But other than that, I don't believe any of them have ever gone to Ubers, but I don't even think Mega Deontay at its peak went to Ubers. I think it was always just OU, and it just kind of chilled out there. But I feel like, how many times am I gonna say but I feel as though he can. There's not a lot of counters for him down in OU. You have I'm just gonna shoot myself because I keep saying You have Mega Metagross, which he can counter, but Mega Metagross can counter it as well. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. I feel like these two, whenever Marshadow does get released, him and Mega Metagross are gonna have a duke it out kind of thing. Alakazam, I feel like give him a run for his money, but at the same time he has Technician, Shadow Sneak, and base 125, which I believe regular Alakazam can outspeed. If I can spell, no, regular Alakazam is actually base 120, so you'd have to be Mega to outspeed this thing. And then of course, well, he is down in UU now, but in terms of OU threats, I don't believe, unless I'm missing something very big, because he can actually do quite a bit to a Alolan Marowak that's not super bulky. You have Pelipper, actually. As much as I hate to say it, Pelipper might be able to do quite a bit to him. He'd have to run Thunder Punch for things like that. Um, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this as well. If you did not know, Pheromosa, I'm pretty sure, if I read correctly off of Smogon, has actually been banned with a majority vote from OU to Ubers. I doubt it's going to last that long. I feel like it'll come right back down because it'll just get manhandled up there. Um, just because, sure, it hits like a truck and it's really fast, but it's too frail. Like, Deoxys speed is frail, but that's frailer. But, so yeah, I don't really see, I mean, maybe a Toxapex can wall it out. Maybe the Tapus can give it, well, I feel like, maybe Tapu Koko can give it a run, but Lele's definitely going to get hurt. Bulu, I feel like if it had Play Rough would stand a chance, but unfortunately with that lack of Play Rough, there's not a lot you can do. And last but not least, Zapdos. But other than that, I don't see a lot of things in OU that are going to be able to hard check this thing without some serious calc and luck. I don't know. Marshadow's definitely going to be an interesting little thing to figure out. But let me know what you guys think of Marshadow down in the comment section below. Now that we have the official reveal, we can talk about it and all that fun stuff. But without further ado, this is going to be TheMegaCacturne here on the Pokemon Center, signing out.